I have here a new little reading game I made for my little boy. Now I'm going through this, actually this is the second time we go through it, a handbook for reading. This is the ABEC reading program. And he's already gone through this, but I'm trying to really get it into him. So we're going through it a second time. This time around, he knows it much better, so it's more encouraging and he can go through each page very quickly. And what I'm trying to do is make a little game for each sound that I see he needs a little extra practice or gets a little bit stuck on. So for example, the other day we were on or like in morning and were worms. It's to show that every time there's a W in front of the or sound, it changes the or into like in the word worms. So I made this little game. I just made a little shape. These are foam with foam of a corn, or like in corn. And here, like in worm. So he knows exactly this is always a sound, like in worm. By just looking at the picture, he'll remember worm. By looking at this picture, he'll remember or, even though they look the same, they just sound different. And then I wrote out from the list here on the reader book, I wrote out a lot of words. I chose some of the more difficult ones. Or I Googled some other or words. That way he can have variety in new words as well. And he has to pick one, work, and he decides whether it goes under or like in corn or like in worm, work, and he puts it under here, worth. So for example, he'll read them all out loud and he'll put them in the right place on his picture. At the end, once he's done his whole lineup of words, he gets to put the extra little picture. For example, he completed his were like in worm words, so he gets to put the worm on the leaf. And he gets to he completed all the or words, so he gets to put his corn stalk on the leaves there. And that means he's all done. That's just an extra little thing. It wasn't very necessary, but it added to the game. Anyway, I hope you like this little idea and can do it with your child.